Or sock on round 1. I will knit the round 2 sock. I may not make it to round 2 though. June wedding equals March babies. I always felt like it was like school getting out and seeing summer and family vacations. Always felt like maybe we should have kids. All I remember is every year at school there were 6,000 August babies. It was like 2/3 August babies, 1/3 March well, I guess it would be half August babies, a quarter March babies, and a quarter everything else is what it really feels like. August's holiday results, correct. 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 Balloon Girl was the, I mean, I guess technically you're right. So Balloon Girl was the qualifier. I had to knit the qualifier to be placed on a team, which we did. We're on Team E. Team E still has 3 spots open. So I am still knitting like the wind, but this is definitely my first sock. I am definitely behind. But also, I only have to beat 4 other people on my team. And then there's 7 of us left. So if I can just be one of the 3 faster people instead of the 4 fastest people, I could still eke by. So we see. Trying to find the mirror smoke socks to use the code mentioned in the Insta post, but Google says nope, not found. Interesting. Let me see if I can find it on Ravelry for you. Yeah, kind of already obsessed with these socks. Mirror, smoke, socks, Ravelry. By Renee Strauss. Here we go. All right. It is this one. Oh, Artnet got it. And then on the project page, it says that you can use the code Smoke and Mirrors, no spaces, for 20% off until the end of the day on March 18th. Yarnho, let me know if you still can't find it. I want all her socks. We just found this designer last night, and Artnet and I are obsessed. What's the special technique with this one? Prancer Pesh. This one is, let me zoom out just a smidge. So this one is cables, lots and lots of cables. But also it was knit flat with an afterthought heel, which is new for a lot of people, surprisingly enough. So you knit it flat, and then you make it round for the toe, and then you seam it up afterwards. And it's this really cool, it almost looks like a zipper or a baseball stitch. Let me pull up a picture of a finished one. We were looking at really fancy finished patterns the other Thursday night. Oh, this was the one I was using as the example because it's the cleanest picture of what it looks like. And I really like these colors. Here we go. So this is what it'll look like when it's finished. It's really fun because it kind of zips up. It looks really cool. and then it swirls around your feetses. It's a really neat idea. I actually really have been really enjoying these socks. I just physically have not had enough time to knit on them to do, one, to do them justice, and two, to like, actually finish. But never say never. The round isn't over yet. We gonna keep going. She had bonus socks from last year's Sock Madness. Oh, really? All right. Oh, yeah. The unbearably adorable socks. Also, I want to make these. So I already knew. Okay, so here we go. Let's do this. So these were the bonus socks from last year's Sock Madness, where they made little hearts and then had a little heart at the bottom on the toe. KB Fibers definitely made these because I remember her making them and thinking they were so cute. These were the socks I already knew her for. The tentacle socks. Look at how fun these are. So this took the qualifier, so it's helical knitting with slip stitches. And then it fades up into just, it's so good. It's so good. So good. Very cute. And then these are her newer socks that I didn't put 2 and 2 together that were the same person, but I also need to knit these. And these are the Citrus Sunrise socks, but they're just fruits. So like she made this one like watermelon. They're just so cute. I need these watermelon socks for reasons. Ferric Fireheart, thank you for being here today. Thank you for the lurk. Fergster, hello, my dude. Happy weekend. Fruit socks. Dark red flame outline with a background color of yellow to orange would be fire. Yes, it would. That's all she has here. Hang on. There's one sock that I'm thinking of though. These ones. These are the ones I've seen on Instagram. The lemon lime socks. This was her test knitter, and I feel like these would be perfect gin and tonic socks. I was just staring at those. I've brought them here for your viewing convenience. But yeah, we saw the mirror smoke socks last night, and I was like, I need those so bad. I need them so mucho. Do I have a... There we go. They have other things too. They have a lot of cowls. They have some very cute little shawls and shawlettes. They have other socks as well, but those were the socks that we were really looking at. And then these mirror smoke socks have absolutely positively caught my attention. This one's fun. It's using little mini gradient yarns, like a little mini gradient mini skein, which is very cute. And then this one's just a solid color. But the new ones she's making in the Instagram post where it's 2 colors on the side have my heart. Have my heart. Ooh. Oh, baby. Look at this. With some gradient yarn or like some because it's not very many stitches. So like if you just had a variegated yarn, how nice would that be? Just some good old variegation. Drilling BRB. But again, because it's all vanilla sock with a little bit on the side, I feel like they would be very good, very easy socks to take traveling because there's just enough interest in it to keep you interested. There's just enough interesting things happening to keep your interest. There we go. Although I did say interest twice in the same sentence. All right, this is another 13, 14, another decrease round. Let's also count stitches to make sure we didn't miss a decrease. 1, 2, 8. 20. 4, 25. Okay, 25 stitches on the front. One. 10. 2, 23, 24, 25. Yes, we're doing it, Peter. We're doing it. Darn allergies acting up again. Ugh, it is pollen season here. My poor blue cart just has a nice green sheen of pollen on it from the yellow. The Florida oak trees are just shedding like crazy. And also, here is Twitch Sig's blanket. I really like this color combo. Them's some nice nice textures you got going on there. What's a texture like you doing in a blanket like this? The Advertents blanket throw. I love it. I love it. Mosaic. It's looking real sharp. And the colors you picked are very nice. They're very nice, very nice. Don't mind me. I'm just gonna hiccup all over the place. Shower BRB, Artnet. Enjoy. Don't forget to scrub behind your ears. Oh, I was going to add more, but that's going to make it weird. We're going to rein it in. The trees and the grass. I'm allergic to my pets, but not too much. Not as much as these trees. You know what else is baby making season? Tree pollen. Speaking of baby making season, them plants are like, anybody wants some? Come and get it. My boss has some woodpeckers who have baby woodpeckers, and he's like, I need them to hurry up and leave that nest. Alan Lawrence, thank you so much for the follow. Thank you for being here. I'm so sorry I missed it earlier. I hope you're still here. I appreciate you being here immensely. Rosa Carmisi, hello. I had Stacy.exe stopped working for a second. I hope you're having a lovely weekend. Brain just stopped wordsing in the middle of a sentence. It's like, you ever have like a little tiny mini stroke? Oh, it me. You know what I just realized? I just started this row, but I can't remember if this is a increase or not. It's not. This is 16. Oh no, 16 is supposed to be. Wait, hang on. Hold on. I am an adult who can craft good and do other things good too. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 15. This is row 16. In which I did increase. We're good. Well, I know, let's put it this way. I know I should be increasing. The question is did I? And then another question is, but did I just go for extra credit last round? I did not. We're good. How many are left? There's 3 spots left on 3 spots left on my team. Out of the 7 people left. Oh, on my sock? I don't know. Close enough. We're at least halfway through the toe. We're over halfway through the toe. Don't know, man. Is that a baby cat I hear? Meow? Perkins, I hear you, but I don't see you. Hi, baby girl. Wanna come say hi? Getting pets. Oh, hashtag priority. Oh, this is definitely the first song. This is definitely the first song. Dealing Needles, hello. Happy weekend. I probably already said happy weekend to you. I'm slowly losing my mind today. Yeah. Dave, thank you for being here. Have a good one. Good luck doing the thing. Everyone say hello to Perkins, the baby cat. Yeah, hello. She has a hunger only hands can solve. Yeah, you do. Hunger only hands can solve. Got hair just flying everywhere. You gonna sit on my sock? Thank you. I really did not need that. Yeah. You're not supposed to be on my desk. Yeah. Perkins, I have something very important to tell you. Your friend, Hinka, misses you. Yeah? Did you know that? Hinka says hello. You gonna say hi to Hinka? Hi, Hinka. Oh. Yeah, Hinka misses you. Did you know that Hinka's gonna come see you again later this year? Yeah? Yeah, she is. Yeah, she's gonna come see you. Oh, and then you can get your best friend back. Purring has intensified. Girl. Yes, I am best cat. You a good shadow cat? You good girl? Not a fan of cats, but your baby is beautiful. It's because I've secretly trained all my cats to be dogs. They all come when you call them. Sleep on the end of the bed. Or Pearl sleeps on my pillow. This one especially loves to play fetch. Will walk in and meow at you to throw the ball. You a good girl? No, you're not on the desk, man. Come on, man, not on the desk. This cat wants nothing more than to lay on my knitting. It is your greatest wish, as though you didn't have just mats that I knit you downstairs. I know, but this one doesn't smell like your butt yet, does it? I'm gonna have to ask you to leave. You know that, right? No, don't. Oh, don't. No. Oh. Don't get all comfortable. Don't get your paws all squishy on that sock. You're gonna have to leave in a minute. You have a reputation. Yeah. Good girl. Yeah, I invite you to... Oh, we're gonna go this way? There you go. Good girl. All right. Oh, man. All right. Now that we have properly been interrupted. Silly kitties and their antic cat hair inbound, right? That's why I have the mat on my desk. All right, where were we? Row 16, decreases. For those of you just joining in, hello. This is the first sock. The goal is to finish the toe and cast on the second sock this stream. Feel like it's very achievable. Feeling good about it. There are 3 spots left on my team out of 7 team members. And we're just gonna do our best. Because I'm gonna knit these socks regardless, so it really doesn't matter. Alright, so this row is a knit row, and then we decrease every round after that. Till we get to... And once 9 stitches are remaining. Yeah, so it's 9 on each side. So the heel we ended when there was 13 per each side. This one will end when there's 9 per each side. So there's a smidge longer. KB, hello. How are you doing? Just made it home. Welcome home. Dueling Needles, I hope your blizzard gives you plenty of crafting time. Cozy, snug as a bug time. It is 12:43. All right. So we're doing okay. We're doing okay. Anna Vita, hello. Happy weekend. Knit like the wind. I'm trying, KB. I'm trying. Nobody knits as fast as you, though. Maybe you could bless me with some of your knitting speed. Really, I just need to tell my day job that they're getting in the way of my crafting life. Look, working here is great and all, but you're really getting in the way of my competition knitting. 2, 3, 4, 5. $20, $21. Let's go on the other side. The wind tangles up my yarn really bad. I think that's why you say you knit like the wind. You don't knit with the wind. Glad to see Geo finish. Feel bad for Hinka. Hinka missed it by like fingernails. Like as she was seaming up her socks. It was a little heartbreaking. I think Hinka and I are the only ones that I know of haven't made it or haven't been confirmed yet. Everyone else has finished their socks, from what I've heard. So. Boop. Yeah. Hinka was like, there was one spot left as she was seaming up her socks, and somebody snagged it. Just a smidge too slow. Which is like the worst feeling, right? Do you have any interchangeable needle sets? Do you like to use them? Thinking about getting one. I do. I have the Knit interchangeable set. I do enjoy them, but I have come to find out that I am really just too hard on wooden needles. So my next set will definitely be metal. I do like the metal better. But I did see that, I don't know if you guys noticed, but Knit put out a steel lace interchangeable set. So I am thinking about getting a couple of those tips to try because they work on the other ones. As far as the metal needles go, the Chiagus are my favorite by and large. Just because I really like the sharp, long tips on them. I really like the lace tips and the red lace cables. KB's on the same track I am. So I was going to get a couple of those to try. As I slowly wear through and destroy my wooden ones. And Knit has been very kind about, like, they'll replace them for me for no cost or fuss. But I'm just like, but I am slowly destroying your entire stock. Maybe we'll just let them go. I'm just too hard on it. I rub the tips together too much, apparently. So I wear, like, grooves in them. I have a set that I call the Chocobo Needle set. Sergeant Major Skills, hello. Enjoy your lurk. It's nice to see you as always, my dude. What I really love are the Chiagus, the shorty sets, interchangeables. I have those for socks and I adore them. Really, it depends upon how sharp you want your needles to be and how long you want them to be. So the sharper, for me, the sharper the better. And the part where the tip starts to narrow down, I like it to be nice and long. I like a nice long decreased tips. Just the tip. And I like them to be pointy. So that's why it's all Chiagu lace for me, because they have the longest decrease lead space and the pointiest tips. I don't know. All of this sounds terrible now that I hear it in my head. And String Player's here to help me. Always make it weird. String, I love you. We should not be allowed in the same room together for extended periods of time without adult supervision. It's not innuendos, Mist. It's all innuendos that I'm like, nope, be an adult, keep going, keep going, keep going. And it's just slowly rotting my brain out on the inside. I rub the tips together too much. Is there really a too much? Well, I mean, you don't want to chafe them. You don't want it to chafe. God, you gotta let it rest. Yes, I do rub them together so the Knit wooden ones, they're laminated wood, and I rub the varnish off, and then basically one needle has like a groove in it, and the other needle, like, I've worn off the point like a pencil, so it's like it's not great. I'm so bad to these. Yes, we should be. We would laugh and make anyone in earshot happier. You're not wrong. I feel like if they just locked us in a room together, we could solve a lot of the world's problems. But also, we would be terrifying. Eiffel Tower. Love my Haya sharps so the cables are stiff. Some people like a stiffer cable. I do not. I like them to be flexible. Vigorous rubbing, Geo. Did I say too many sexual innuendos in a row and then summon you as though you were Beetlejuice? I was just talking about how just the tips and rubbing them together too vigorously. You don't want chafed tips. That's not fun. I know how to get Geo here. We were doing so good about keeping it together, and then all I have to do is talk about tips, and it all goes downhill. I did not tell Gio about the sound clips we need to make. Gio, have you had the chance to see the Pedro Pascal Hot Ones video yet? Went to the yarn store? Well, that sounds delightful. I was at a knit meeting in town. Ooh, that's nice. All right, Gio, I'm gonna give you homework. So you have to watch. I think somebody already linked it in general. I was very kind and linked it in general. Yes. Yarnho already linked it. So Pedro Pascal was on the Hot Ones. So that's the video series where they are eating chicken wings, and it gets hotter and hotter and hotter. And I actually really like it. Because the interviewer is a fantastic interviewer, and he asks amazing questions. Like, I really enjoy the questions he asks. But he's asking them as they're eating hotter and hotter and hotter wings. And so it feels a little bit like an interrogation, but they have volunteered to do this. But I need you to watch the Pedro Pascal one. There's 2 lines he says that I'm like, these are straight out of fan fiction. I need the sound clipping of this. Yeah, I'll let you watch it, and then we'll talk later. Maybe we'll talk at craft night tonight. We'll talk about inappropriate things Pedro Pascal says that I now have on loop in my head. The video was already hot before they started eating the wings. Hinka is slightly crushing on Pedro Pascal, as it turns out. It's just a little bit. Always be inappropriate. It might be slightly too explicit for stream. We'll talk later. Don't you worry. That's not the problem here. All right, let's do another count. 1, 2. And 11. So I think the next row is the last row. I am working on the toe. I know it's a little hard to see. So these were cuffed down. So start at the top. We've worked our way down. We did the heel. We did the foot, and now we're working on the toe. Plausible deniability. We are talking about your stream after all. This is extremely true. I have been so good. It's been so rated G all morning. And then as soon as we talk about touch and tips and rubbing tips together and tip length, all we needed to do is talk about girth, and this stream would have just been a trash stream. We were doing so good. It's all downhill. The inappropriateness summoned Gio, which is my favorite. As soon as we start talking inappropriate, Gio's like, you rang. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. I ruined it. No, Gio, I'm perfectly capable of ruining things myself. Thank you for asking. Thank you for asking. Oy. Oh my gosh. I'd apologize, but y'all, this is what you should all know, that this is what you get by now. Girth and fingering don't always mix. Gosh, darn it. Gemini crickets. What would be a situation in which they did not mix? Because I feel like they go really well together, and sometimes one is necessary for the other. You always want to do prep. I mean, fingering is a type of girth in and of itself. It may not always be the girth that you're looking for. It's fine. Micro yarn? I hear it's not the girth, it's what you do with it. I mean, you could get a lot done with a good fingering weight. If you've rubbed all the sheen off, maybe you've done too much prep. It's not the weight of the yarn, it's how you knit it. It's not the weight, it's not the girth, it's what you do with it. This is how I get fired from Twitch. Twitch would like to invite me not to return. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Front is ready for stitching. So like knit a swatch to make sure your needle size gives you the right feel to the fabric. Yes, Camman, exactly. That is exactly what I meant. Thank you for saying that in a very normal way. I mean, I've seen some very beautiful Aran weight yarn knitted terribly. Oh, that is also a thing. Sometimes you have fantastic materials and you don't know what to do with them. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. All right. Toe is ready. Toe is ready. Peanut just said I broke you? Yes. I went to post what I was working on in your Discord because I thought it was in there, but somehow it wasn't. So now I am. Ooh, we'll check the Discord here when we get this toe done. It's toe time, everybody. There are 2 things you should know about the Kitchener stitch. 1, I do not call it the Kitchener stitch. Lord Kitchener was a dick. So we call it the grafted close. We call it grafting your toe closed. Grafting. Second of all, you don't, contrary to what I just said a moment ago about how prep is always a good thing, you don't have to do the setup stitches for Kitchener Stitch. You can just go straight into it. Those first two, unnecessary. Skip it. Do not need. We just go straight for it. We do it live. All right, here we go. Should we zoom in? Let's zoom in. Crispy. Working a vintage pattern between rounds. Ooh. What kind of vintage pattern? Like vintage socks, a vintage sweater? Knitter girl, hello. Thank you for being here. So we're just going to go straight into it. So we're going to knit, off, purl. And we're going to purl, off, knit. So because the front stitches are knit stitches, we can knit first. And because the back stitches from this side look like purl stitches, we purl first. And that's how I remember that. So it's the knit side. So knit off, opposite, purl. I just put my thumb there to keep the stitches from flying off the needle. So because it's the purl side, it's purl off. That nice and tight. Knit. Knit off, purl, purl off, knit. A newsboy's hat. Yes. I need to make a flat cap for Damien at some point. He just keeps buying himself more, so I just let him have it. B. Klug, I didn't know you were a streamer. You should have said something. We were shouting folks out earlier, although maybe you missed it. Knitter girl, thank you as always for hopping in and taking care of the shout out business. Taking care of shout outs. Always appreciated, and also always fantastic to see you. I hope you're having a lovely weekend. Gonna remove the stitch marker so it doesn't keep getting caught on the yarn. Don't need it. Yeah, here, stitch marker. You can't do any more good back there. I'm having a lovely weekend. How about you? So far, it's been great. I always start my weekend hanging out with you guys on Saturdays, and it always makes for a fantastic weekend. I got dinner with my folks, and my aunt and uncle are in town, so got a nice family dinner tonight. Very excited. It's going to be so very Midwestern. Damien's going to hate it. Florida man will figure it out. He'll suffice. And then we have craft night in the Discord tonight, which I'm very excited about. For those of you who weren't here earlier in the stream, I did announce we're going to be taking a couple of months off of craft night. Officially. So no official second Saturday craft night. I will not be able to attend. I will be late to craft night tonight, and I will not be able to attend the April or May craft nights. So we're going to take a break. But that's not to say that if y'all are hanging out and you're like, hey, is anybody free? Anybody want to hang out in the Discord? That you can't do that, because you can absolutely do that. You always have been able to anytime you like. So please feel free to do that. But we are going to be canceling officially April and May's second Saturday because I won't be able to attend and I don't have a mod who will be able to attend. And not that y'all can't hang out unsupervised, but I do like to make sure if it's an official event that we have folks who can attend. So at the end, I just did the last one and then I went back through the knit stitch. Now I'm just going to pull it forward. All nice. Look at that. Nice, finished, grafted toes. Well, I'm going anyway. Well, perfect. You should. I like to, I am always as transparent with you guys as possible. So in full transparency, I'm not available and I want you guys to know that. And I don't want anybody to be surprised. I like giving it to y'all at face value. One, because you're adults and you can do with that information what you will. And then two, because you're adults and you can make plans from there. Y'all have always been able to hang out in Discord. And also if we're not doing craft night, I will try to be much better about being like, hey, I'm just hanging out. Anybody else want to hang out? Because I need to do that more often and I don't. But I should. All right, I'm just pulling this yarn down the side. Down the side of the sock. Away from the toe. Give it a nice little stretch. Down here. So we can weave it in. I really like weaving it in along the color change. One, because then the you don't have a seam like on the tops of your toes or the bottoms of your toes. It's more in the gap between your toes and your rest of your foot, which is nice. Off and running. Enjoy the rest of the stream. Chem Man, thank you again for popping in. As always, I hope you have a fantastic weekend. And then now we're just going to do a little reverse stockinette to weave it in, which is my favorite way to weave in ends when I can. And then it also just kind of helps reinforce that color change. So it's purple, so I'm just going to knit on the purple stitches. So I don't have any worry about it bleeding through on the other side. And remember to keep these stitches nice and extra loose because it's socks and socks stretch. You don't want a tight line where your toes go. I pull it almost taut, but not quite. I'm not an adult. Take that back. Yeah, but you don't have to be supervised. In fact, we really like it when you're not. That's how we get really stupid things, like Chris Evans' butt jokes. Or Hinka Knits photoshopping the qualifying pair of socks onto Chris Evans's picture. I almost said unit. I was like, maybe I am not an adult. Waiting for our new dryer. That'll be fun. I mean, it kind of sucks being an adult and being like, yay, new appliances. But also, like, but then you can wash everything. And it'll do the thing. It'll be great. Getting laundry done and out of the way is always so nice. Loving the colors in the sock, thank you. So this sock is, the yarn is from... Y'all, we missed a stitch. Just straight up split this stitch. Come up here. Gonna weave that in. There we go. So we don't have problems later. Straight up just split that stitch to infinity and beyond. I was saying something and now I've completely forgotten, and it's fine. Oh, this yarn is from Sock Obsession Yarns. They're one of my favorite yarn dyers, specifically for socks, obvi. But also just in general. If you sign up for their website, they often send out free shipping or 10% off coupon codes, especially on the weekends. They have a lot of weekend sales. And the green minty bit is called Salty Rich. And the purple colorway is called Get It Together. And they are very much Atomic Stacy colorways. And also, I first read it as when it was in my cart and I took a quick glance at it, I thought it said, Get It Together, Salty Bitch. And I was like, oh, this is a Stacy colorway. It's Salty Rich, which I am not, but by then the damage had been done and I had already accidentally hit purchase. Like you do. Like one does. All right, there we go. One end woven in. Burp. One sock apart minus the baseball stitch. Whoa, done. I still have what, 3 ends? That's fine. We'll deal with that later. So this is what we're gonna do. We're gonna zoom out because you don't need to see that. There we go. So all we need to do is boop, baseball stitch it up. So I'm gonna take a quick break. I'm gonna get some more coffee, and then we're gonna cast on the second sock. What time is it? It is 1 o'clock. So we'll take a quick break. We'll take about a 5 or 10 minute break, and then we're gonna keep going until 2. So another 45 minutes. So we are not going anywhere just yet. Don't touch that dial, kids. We'll be right back. But in the meanwhile, second sock time, baby. We're gonna run a couple minutes of ads so that we can get the ads out of the way, so there's no more ads the rest of the stream. Beat Klug, your beading is absolutely gorgeous. You have such nice edges. Baby, your edges look so good. I do have a whole other sock, but it's fine. The second sock always goes faster. We proved this on the first sock. We're gonna keep going. It's gonna be great. It'll be a keychain when finished. Ooh. That'll be nice. That'll be really nice. Thoughts? All right. Let's scroll down here. All right. Done and done. Beautiful. Okay. Do you want to predict the weather? Stacy will predict whether Stacy will make it to the next round. That is a good question. Let's put up a prediction. Hang on. Let's check the chart. Still 3 spots remaining. Still 3 spots. 3 out of the 7 of us left on my team. So let's do /prediction. Do you want to predict? Yes, let's do prediction. Will Stacy make it to round 2? Heck yeah. Baby. Probably not. Oh, we could do a third one. What should our third option be?